Hello guys, today we learn how to implement singly linked list in C. For this we have required Visual Studio Code, MinGW compiler and C++ extensions installed in Visual Studio Code. As you know, singly linked list is a linear data structure in which element of list contains pointer which points to the next element in the list. And each element has a node which consists of data, and each node has two components, data and pointer, next which point to the next node in the list. In diagram you can see here that is head and a node which contains some data and next pointer contains to the reference of next node, and same way, and this node contains reference of the third node. In last you can see for tail there is null value. Here you can see in this diagram with data value like head 25 data and pointer point to the next element 35 and 35. Here you can see 45 third node and last point to the null or 0. What need to follow? Let us see steps need to be followed to implement the linked list in C. First, you need to create a class node which has two attributes, the data and next. Next is a pointer to the next node. And for creating a node, it first check whether the head is equal to the null, which means the list is empty. If the list is empty, both head and tail will point to the newly added node. And if list is not empty, the new node will be added to the end of list. So the test next will point to the newly added node. This new node will become the new tail of the list. For display, define the node current which initially point to the head of the list and traverse through the list till the current point to the null. Display each node by making current to point to next node to each iteration. Now here you can see a node content of data and next pointer means the data can be integer characters and next point to the pointer. So for this we require a data type which contains both different data type. So we introduce here a structure. So you can see for defining a single linked list structure node, integer data, and structure node point to the next cell. So here you can see defining the single linked list representation of node of single linked list. And you know structure can contain many different data types like integer, float, character, etc. Now represent the head and tail of the single list. We define like a structure node and pointer head, new node, and star temp. That is 3 points here for head, for new node, and temp. And here first we need to define head equal to 0. Now here how can create a node? So you can see that new node you define a structure node and structure node data types and malloc size of structure node. Here we allocation of memory for this structure node to in new node. And if you want to take the data from the user, so simply put here print enter the data value, then scan a %d new node and hyphen greater sign data. So it will take the first element in the node, and printing a node same way we can print in the node %f %d, and you can have new node data. So it will print the node elements. For see this only creating a node and printing. So let us see one example. Here you can see I have defined library function studio stdlib dot h for the malloc relocation of memory, and new dot h for get the out data. In the console, display the value. So first here you define void main, curly braces. Here represent a node of single list. How can define? First need structure, node, that is structure of node type, and here you can see data member integers, and again structure node point to the next element. So that is pointer next we have defined. After that you can see represent the head and tail of the single list. For single list there is one head and there is one tail. So you have defined a structure node and head, pointer head and point new node, and also have defined one variable pointers start temps. And first we need to define head equal to 0 or null, and create a new node. How can we create? For define the memory allocation for this new node. New node equal to structure node, data type, and malloc size of structure node. So defining on the node, and for getting, then after that printf please enter the data value, then scan percent the new node data. So from this we can get the data into this pointer variables, and for printing it the value simply we write print the node percent the new node hyphen greater sign and data, and then this code program. So here you can say print, please enter the value. So you can put like 25 and press enter. So that's why it print the node value 25. Here you can create single node, but here I will try to create it 3 nodes. So how can achieve through the program? Let us see. Single list programs. Define header functions, stdio.h, stdlibrary.h, and connew.h. Now define admin function. After that we write structure node, represent a node of single list. I can define structure node, integer data for value, and structure node point to the next element. So you can define structure node pointer next. After that we define the structure node pointer, represent the head and tail of the single list. So you can define structure node, then one in head, one is new node, and then after that temp. Head equal to 0, integer. Here you can define integer choice, take the input from the users. Either do you want to enter more element in the linked list. If one is continue 0 and print the node element. Here you can, how can create new node? You can see earlier create new node like new node equal to structure node star malloc size of structure node. Here we define the allocation memory for the structure node. Now I want to enter the value from the user, so simply we can write printf, please enter the value and scan a percent d and new node hyphen greater sign data. We take the input from the users and store it in memory. And like if head equal to 0, if list is empty, both head and tail will point to the new node. So simply you can write head equal to temp equal to new node. Linked list have already node, then new node will be added after tail such that tail next will point to the new node. So in this case we can swap the value like temp or next means next node value like new node, and new node becomes new tail of the list, so that you can here point out temp equal to new node. Here you can write here printf, do you want to continue, press 1, otherwise press 0, and take the choice like scanf ampersand choice and new node next equal to 0, means tail value becomes 0 if you enter the new node. After that you have defined here temp equal to head value will be temps value. Check if the list is empty, display all the nodes present in the list. So how can we write printf, the linked list element is %d temp data temp minus data, and after that you have inside the value of temp next pointer up into temp and get ch, and here you can see end of loop. Now copy this whole program and paste. I have already pasted here, so you can see easily three functions, library function, representation of single linked list node, and here define the variables pointers, and here you can see new node equal to memory allocation for the new node and printf value, and here you can see if head equal to 0, then head equal temp equal to new node, head and temp value should be new node, as otherwise new node will be added to the next temp next. So here you can see new node will be added after tail size, the tail next will point to the new node. So simply I have written here temp next equal to new node, and new node will become new tail of the lead. So after that temp equal to new node. As you can see temp, do we want to continue? Scan new node next equal to 0, and here temp equal to head. Check if the list is empty. Display all the nodes present in the list. Temp not equal to 0. Printf, the linked list element is temp data. So that's why the link will list be print created with 3 nodes. Now run the code. So here you can see please enter the data value, like first we enter 25, then we want to continue press 1, do we want to add more, then press 1, and please enter data value like 35, do we want to continue press 1, 1 press and 35, and press this, do we want to continue press 1, otherwise 0, it will display all the node elements node data like 25, 35, and again you have put 35, so that is the node element node. Thanks for watching my YouTube videos. If you want to more videos, please subscribe my YouTube channel.